Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Russia and Iran have obtained voter data in election interference campaign DNI. Senior national security officials alerted the American public Wednesday that Iran and Russia have both obtained voter data in their efforts to interfere in the 2020 U.S. election. This data can be used by foreign actors to attempt to communicate false information to register voters that they hope will cause confusion, sow chaos, and undermine your confidence in American democracy. Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe said in a surprise news conference Wednesday evening. Ratcliffe also announced that Iran was separately behind a series of threatening emails that were found to be sent this week to Democratic voters, which he said was designated to intimidate voters, incite social unrest, and damage President Trump. Alireza Miryosefi, spokesman for the Iranian mission to the UN, denied the allegations to ABC News. Unlike the U.S., Iran does not interfere in other countries' elections. The world has been witnessing U.S. own desperate public attempts to question the outcome of its own elections at the highest level. He said, "These accusations are nothing more than another scenario to undermine voter confidence in the security of the U.S. election and are absurd. Iran has no interest in interfering in the U.S. election and no preference for the outcome. The U.S. must end its malign and dangerous accusations against Iran." Florida law enforcement and the FBI previously had said they were investigating the threatening emails allegedly sent from outside the United States to register Democrats. The email claimed to be by a member of the Proud Boys. According to authorities, something the group denies. Joe Radel, According to sheriff's offices in both Brevard County and Alachua County, the sender claimed to belong to the alt-right group and said they were in possession of a voter's personal information. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office said the email addressed the voter by name, then stated, "We are in possession of all your information. You are currently registered as a Democrat, and we know this because we have gained access into the entire voting infrastructure. You will vote for Trump on election day or we will come after you." President Donald Trump in the first presidential debate stirred controversy when, in response to a question about whether he condemned white supremacists, he told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. Many argued the moment could serve to energize fringe members of the group to carry out acts of violence against opponents of the president. Iran has been a savvy follower of U.S. politics and saw the Proud Boys moment in the last debate as an opportunity to build a narrative that would cast Trump supporters as threatening violence against Democratic voters. A senior administration official told ABC News, reacting to Ratcliffe's statement that Iran's actions were in part to damage Trump. Ratcliffe additionally accused Iran of distributing content, including a video implying individuals could cast fraudulent ballots even from overseas. This video and any claims about such allegedly fraudulent ballots are not true, Ratcliffe said. These actions are desperate attempts by desperate adversaries. Even if the adversaries pursue further attempts to intimidate or attempt to undermine border confidence, know that our election systems are resilient and you can be confident your votes are secure. FBI Director Christopher Wray separately appeared at the news conference to assure Americans that the Bureau will not tolerate attempts at foreign interference in the U.S. election and would alert the American people when appropriate when it discovers such activity. When we see indications of foreign interference or federal election crimes, we are going to aggressively investigate and work with our partners to take appropriate action, Wray said. You should be confident that your vote counts. Early, unverified claims to the contrary should be viewed with a healthy dose of skepticism. The White House reacted late Wednesday, taking a shot at former President Barack Obama and the president's election opponent in the process. Unlike the Obama-Biden administration, President Trump has and will always put America first, White House Press Secretary Judd Deere said in a statement. He has directed the FBI, the DOJ, and defense and intel agencies to proactively monitor and thwart any attempts to interfere in U.S. elections. And because of the great work of our law enforcement agencies, we have stopped an attempt by America's adversaries to undermine our elections. Chip Somadavila, sorry about that. The announcement followed a joint statement by the Senate Intelligence Committee chairs Marco Rubio and ranking member Mark Warner concerning election security. Our adversaries abroad seek to sow chaos and undermine voters' belief in our democratic institutions, including the election systems and infrastructure that we rely on to record and properly report expressions of the voters' will, the statement said. They may seek to target those systems or simply leave the impressions that they have altered or manipulated those systems in order to undermine their credibility and our confidence in them. Former top Department of Homeland Security official and ABC News contributor John Cohen said the announcement shows we are not doing enough to protect our election process. Tonight, we have learned that foreign entities were able to access voter registration information and send intimidating emails to American voters that were intended to influence how they vote, Cohen said. The president needs to take this threat seriously, stop spreading Russian disinformation, and he needs to tell his allies on Capitol Hill to stop chasing conspiracy theories and instead start focusing on protecting America from foreign attacks. So, do you believe that Iran and Russia have anything to do with it? Of course they do. Think about it. The last election, it was even proven that the Russians rigged the election to go Trump way. It was proven. All this stuff was proven. And America has been bought for so many years, it's not even funny. We're so in debt that we've been selling a lot of our land off to different countries. Like China, like Russia, Iran even got us by the balls. So I'm not surprised if this is true. The election has always been rigged. Remember when Al Gore beat George Bush? They were like, we got to do a recount. And basically they they went to the Supreme Court because in the local courts they lost. And so they took it to the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court let George Bush win. All of this stuff is rigged. All of this stuff is going to continue being rigged. They don't care about the presidency no more. There's other things that they're worried about, which is lack of jobs, lack of income coming in. Because, like I said, if you heard other videos such as Carcino for Life and go subscribe to his channel, and if you heard who did this time and other guys, other content creators tell you that the world is not going to hell. The world is already in hell. The world is overpopulated. You have people still greedy trying to have their money, but hey, they're losing things because they focus too much on that greed instead of focusing on a way to have multiple income streams. And that's one thing I learned from Carcino is that you have to have multiple income streams or you're going to be messed up in this new world because this new world's messed up. So to me, the biggest thing that should have happened, and this is the God honest truth, this is what should have happened. What should have happened is if you're going to do an election, you need to have your ballots locked up somewhere where it's safe. They should have been doing this, but they don't care. They don't care about all that. They want to get Trump out. Once they get Trump out, he's going to jail or he's going to get prosecuted. But both candidates are not that good to me. Joe Biden is senile, and this guy here's a crook. So, like I said, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I believe Russia and Iran have something to do with it, and they're going to change the election, probably favoring Trump because Trump numbers are so bad. So basically, Iran and Russia are going to step in, and they're going to help them with their vote. So that's what I could see that happening. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all so you can receive upcoming information. And if you want to donate to the page, cash at me at welcome to HDTV. That's the word welcome, then the number 2, and then HDIITV. All right. Thank you for listening, and we out. Live boy.